With Ghostbusters Frozen Empire returning the franchise back to New York City, fans can expect to revisit iconic locations from previous films, including the somewhat macabre Ray's Occult books. And in today's feature, a handful of high-res images have surfaced that provide a better look at the set design, which includes everything from taxidermed animals to an amputated hand inside a jar. Seriously, this is some freaky stuff. There are also a couple of not-so-odd inclusions, among them juice boxes, likely playing into a quote from a just-released television spot.
Aren't you retired?
Grab your juice boxes.
There's also branded candles, and in a nod to Dan Aykroyd's real-world business venture, a bottle of Crystal Head vodka sitting predominantly behind the counter. 'Cause you know, you gotta advertise, right? Now in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire Ray's Occult books, it is expected to play a pretty significant role. As we know that Podcast, he leases Ray's basement to film an Instagram series titled Repossessed, urging viewers to bring in allegedly possessed items, which introduces the Ghostbusters to the Golden Orb. This discovery eventually unleashes Garaka, shaping the film's narrative. And in speaking about Ghost, we have another headline for you, as after sitting out Ghostbusters Afterlife, the disgusting green Spud Slimer, you know he makes a return in Frozen Empire. And we've known of the Onion Head's return for some time, even being featured in trailers. Today, we've got our best look yet at the practical effect puppet, which by design stays true to the original recipe of the 1984 film. In a post to Instagram, Frozen Empire creature creator Arian Tootin shared this behind-the-scenes photo, which sees the Class 5 full roaming vapor striking a familiar pose, calling attention to the spirited, pun intended, details. And just look at all the details, from the disgusting teeth, that tongue, the wrinkles, that big bulging vein on the left side of his temple. Ugh, I love it. Now the Instagram post, it was captioned, "Bringing back a classic in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire," and it included a list of those responsible for Slimer's return. And seriously, this thing, it reads like a who's who within the special effects industry, and among them is Billy Bryan, who handled the fabrication. And for those that may not know, Bryan has a rich history with the Ghostbusters franchise, including fabricating the original Stay Puft Marshmallow Man costume, and even playing the confectionery sailor on the big screen. Now Ghostbusters fans, that does it for this one. We've got a big week ahead, as later this week is the world premiere of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire in New York City. If you missed it, Ghostbusters News, we will be attending, covering the event, so certainly be sure to keep it locked to Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube, as well as GhostbustersNews.com and all of our social media platforms for full coverage. With that said, that's all I've got for you for this one. As always, subscribe. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. A link to that is down below in this video's description, and we'll see you right back here next time.